The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 10 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations will occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to FWE, the Fantasy Wrestling Entertainment. As you heard, the Royal Rumble, 10-woman Royal Rumble to determine who will be the female fighting champion. And here comes the champ, Cruella de Vil. Tough task for Cruella coming in at entry number 1. Gonna have to run the gauntlet here tonight in order to retain her championship gold. Cruella de Vil, undoubtedly one of the least popular here in the FWE arena, especially all the dog lovers in the crowd. Wonder how many furs she could buy if she sold that championship belt. Well, this will be quite the matchup here.
The challenger, representing the inmates from New York, the Psycho
Harley Quinn, the Psycho of Gotham, heading down to the ring. As a matter of fact, in the early days when FWE was being put together, Harley Quinn was quite an expert when it came to Royal Rumbles and Battle Royales. Ended up winning at least 2 Battle Royales in order to retain what was then known as the One vs. All Championship, which then devolved into the Hero of China Fighting Female title that is on the line here tonight. Couple of women that are not exactly all there, if you know what I mean. Cruella de Vil and Harley Quinn to start off this Rumble match, as there is the belt on the line. The Hero of China Fighting Female Championship. Of course, many will recognize the design out of the movie Mulan. Mulan, one of the competitors here tonight, would love to be able to leave Albany, New York with the championship belt. As, of course, the rules of a Royal Rumble matches, we heard the ring announcer Mike Rowe say, you have to throw your opponent over the top rope. Both feet must touch the floor for an elimination. Last woman standing will win the title, as here comes entry number 3. And representing the Avengers, Natasha Romanoff, better known as Black Widow. Natasha, obviously a highly trained assassin, learned her moves from the Red Room in Moscow, Russia. Be interesting to see what she can apply here in the Royal Rumble match. You got to think she'd be one of the favorites to be able to stay in the ring if thrown over the top rope with her flexibility. Entry number 4 now going to head into the ring, as it's going to be Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy, or partially the Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, and Harley Quinn immediately eliminated there with a big boot from Cruella. I say kind of in terms of Gamora because, of course, later on in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, she ended up leaving the group. And she might end up leaving the ring right here if Black Widow has anything to say about it. And she does. Gamora, very short stay here in this Rumble match, eliminated immediately. And we talked about Mulan. What do it mean for her to have the Hero of China Female Fighting Championship? Here she is in at entry number 5. Mulan trained as a soldier, obviously, and saw that roundhouse back kick there. Boy, Cruella with some kicks as well. Cruella's in there with high heels. I can only imagine what a normal kick feels like, but you get kicked in the head with the with the heel of a shoe? That's gotta hurt. I'm not even sure that's legal. He's coming in as entry number 6. Hello, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Belle immediately going after Cruella de Vil. Must have something to do with animal cruelty here. Cruella, I'm sure, would be more than happy to make a giant fur coat out of Belle's Beast. As here comes entry number 7. And finally leaving her tower is going to be Rapunzel. Looks like Rapunzel's gotten a haircut. Cruella came in at entry number 1, still in this thing. Trying to retain her championship belt. Two eliminations so far. As here comes Nebula. Gamora already eliminated, so Nebula will have to go it alone. Nebula and Gamora, a tag team known as the Daughters of Thanos. They're actually the FWE Women's Disney Tag Team Champions. Look at this, Belle and looks like Black Widow going to try to eliminate the champion. Cruella ensuring a new champ here tonight. Not going to happen. Cruella fights back. As it'll be Elizabeth Swann in at entry number 9. Uh-oh, Belle in trouble, and Belle is eliminated. Goodbye, Belle. Cruella with a couple of eliminations here in the early going. It's a nice neck breaker there by Elizabeth Swann, member of the Black Pearl crew. Oh, and planted is Cruella. As this will bring in our 10th and final entry. And it's going to be Jasmine. Flying to the ring without the aid of a magic carpet is the Princess of Agrabah. You've got 3 teammates in there right now, Mulan, Jasmine, and Rapunzel, 3 representatives of the faction known as the Queens. Belle has already been eliminated, and Cruella has been eliminated by Black Widow, which means we will have a new champion. Cruella will be the outgoing champion as out she goes, courtesy of Natasha Romanoff. Came in at entry number 1, the odds were stacked against her. Now we'll have to see who the new champion is going to be, and it will not be Mulan. As Mulan eliminated by Elizabeth Swann, Rapunzel now up over the top rope, but she's going to try and get back in. Whoa, and now Elizabeth Swann over the top. Rapunzel cannot follow up, but Nebula will eliminate Black Widow. We are down to 4. Nebula, Elizabeth Swann, Rapunzel, and Jasmine. Elizabeth Swann. Oh, there goes Rapunzel after a big kick from Nebula. Elizabeth Swann, the women's hardcore champion. We failed to mention that. Jasmine, a former Hero of China fighting female champion. As a matter of fact, she had to defend it in another 10-woman Royal Rumble matchup in which Cruella ended up winning. Now Cruella eliminated, so Jasmine would love to get her title back as she's looking to eliminate Swann. Elizabeth not going to go quietly. Nebula wisely just watching what's happening here. Biding her time. Nebula could leave as a double champion. Already one half of the Women's Disney Tag Team Champions, along with her sister Gamora. Oh, Jasmine up and over the top, and Elizabeth cannot follow up. Tried to eliminate, but Jasmine too quick, slipped under the bottom rope, and keeps her title hopes alive for the time being. Now Nebula. Oh, Jasmine was going for a drop kick, miscalculated, but Nebula trying to eliminate Elizabeth Swan. I'm having trouble with the word eliminate and Elizabeth in consecutive order, apparently. Jasmine, springboard elbow off the top, had very little effect on Nebula. However, Elizabeth Swan with a bulldog takes Nebula down. Sling blade from Jasmine, followed up by a drop kick. And now Nebula with a flatliner. Hurricane Rana from Elizabeth Swan. The action fast and furious here, but still no eliminations. Maybe one here. Jasmine up over the top. Stays alive after 2 feet directly to the dome of Elizabeth Swan. And now Elizabeth up and over the top. Jasmine says turnabout's fair play, and she eliminates Elizabeth. We are down to 2. Jasmine and Nebula. One of these two is going to be leaving here tonight as the hero of China, female fighting champion. Jasmine looking for her second title reign with said championship. Nebula looking for her first. Big kick there from Nebula. That could be lights out for Jasmine. Jasmine might be seeing a whole new world after that one. Another kick right under the chin. Nebula now looking to eliminate Jasmine up over the top. Can Nebula win the title? Jasmine's going to stay alive. Nebula did not follow up, and that may cost her. Now Jasmine up and over again. Nebula looking to eliminate Jasmine, teetering on the top. Jasmine trying to hang on for all she's worth. Nebula trying to force her off of the grip of the ropes, and she will! Jasmine is eliminated, and it will be Nebula who will be the new female fighting champion.
Here is your winner, and new female fighting champion, the Unlimited.
Nebula will bring yet another title belt to the Daughters of Thanos, as she is now a double champion here in FWE. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys next match.